Did you ever wonder what happens to astronauts when they're in space for 9 months, like Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore were when they were on the International Space Station? Now, I went to school for biomedical engineering, so I know a little bit about this, but I need to know the full story, so I went to see what NASA has to say about it. And oh my gosh, do they have things to say, like that for being in space for 9 months, Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore could have lost 9% of the bone density of their bodies. That's crazy. And you can see it in the changes in their face and the changes in their body structure. Now, believe me, what's even crazier is the mechanism that our bodies use to actually do this. It's mind-blowing. When I first learned about this, it changed the way I view our bones forever. The bones in our body really are living tissue. They are not just structural like the frame of a car, where once you build it, it's there, it's good to go, and doesn't really change. Our bones change all the time, and they are alive, made of cells that make mineral structures with calcium. And when we use our bones and apply force by like standing up, walking, our bones can tell that we're doing that because of something called the piezoelectric effect. Because our bones generate electricity. Not only are they alive, but they are electric. That's so cool. If you want to know more about piezoelectrics, let me know. I'll do another video about it. Just know that squishing or compressing certain crystals or minerals creates electricity because it moves the electrons around. And the living cells of our bones can tell when that electricity is being generated, and it tells our body, hey, we're using this bone over here, can we get some more reinforcement? Or it's like, hey, we're not using this one, just like take it, put it in the blood, and then tinkle it out, shoot it out through the pee hole, because that's what will happen to most of the calcium that these guys lose. Yeah. Now, our bodies use calcium for a lot more than just building up bone. We use calcium, the same calcium that goes in our bones, to do stuff like have a thought, to send a signal between neurons in our brain. So it's entirely possible, and this blows my mind, that the calcium that's in your femur right now could end up traveling through your bloodstream up to your brain to allow you to have the thought about the fact that your calcium in your femur could make its way to your brain. Like, it's so weird, but so cool. Now, if you're wondering how this connects to astronauts in space, well, they're in a very low gravity environment, basically zero gravity. So their bones are under so much less stress and getting used so much less that their body just automatically reclaims that calcium, because clearly they don't need them anymore, right? Like, come on. Honestly, it's so interesting, but also so terrifying. Now, to counteract this, they do have to do a lot of stuff when they're in space. Like, they exercise up to 2 hours a day on really specific equipment, but they're still gonna lose bone density just because it's so hard to counteract. And they also do stuff like take a whole bunch of vitamin D and change their diet to have a lot of calcium in it, but you also don't want to give yourself like kidney stones, so you have to be careful too. I always found space so interesting. If you learned something out of this video, don't forget to follow, and don't forget to stay curious. Check me out on YouTube and Patreon too, because I'm there. I'll see you guys next time.